Hey, there you go. Read my palm. Oh, look, you can see my tattoo. That goes all the way around. All the way around. All the way around. No, it doesn't. I can't afford that much ink. No, I'm still here. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm practicing for getting fired. Because I don't know, we're coming up in our 1000th show. I'm going to be, like, next year, right, I'll be 48 years old. 48. And I've noticed something that happens as you get older. Young people, you're like, can this be true? And oh. Can this be true? I'm confused. But what happens as you get older, young people, is because, you know, like right now, you think, I don't care what you say about me, but you secretly do, you know. But what happens as you get older is you don't. Like, I'm going to be 48 next year, and that, like, I used to think that I was kind of like a punk rocker and everything. I wasn't really a punk rocker. I wanted to have a girlfriend. No, so I'd like, oh yeah, don't push me around, man, and everything. But I was like, do you like these pants? But really. But now I'm like, ooh la la. Like, seriously. And you know what happens? Seriously. It happens to you. The older you get, the more you get. And then you turn into, like, you know, like, you get really mad old people in the supermarket, and they just say really disgusting things to attractive young women. I'm turning into that guy. And I think that's going to get me fired. But it might not. Anyway, this is show 900 and what? 996. 996. 996. I don't know why you're clapping. You haven't seen it yet. It could be crap. If the other 995 or anything to go by. Anyway. What we'll do is we'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, I'll talk about stuff. Pretend there's a band, although there isn't. Then I'll talk to people I don't know about stuff that they'll pretend that they're not selling. Oh, wait a minute, what am I talking about? Morgan Freeman's on tonight. Yeah, whoa! See, now there's the thing. Yeah, I know. Now, here's the thing, though. Morgan Freeman's one of those guys, like, if he's in your movie, it's better. It's true. If Morgan Freeman's, like, if he was in the movie and goes, oh, look, there's, like, I don't know, Flippy Baldwin and everybody's in this movie, then you go, whoa, Morgan Freeman's in it. All right, I'll watch it. You know, that's what you do if it's Morgan Freeman, right? Well, he's here. And this is when we'll break the rule. Morgan Freeman will be here, and this show will still be crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thank you, please. Let your spontaneous and completely real applause die away quite naturally. Ah, you're mocking me. You mock me with your phony affection. Dare I dream it could be real? Guess what? What? Gay Craig? I'll tell you. It's a great day for America, everybody. That's what it is. That's what it is. It is. Great day for America. Though I have to say, not a great day for our president, President Obama. He won. He did, yes. A new poll shows that President Obama has the lowest approval rating of any first-year president in the history of presidents. Things are so bad today, the president said the surge in Afghanistan was all Tiger Woods' idea. It was nothing to do with that. Do you know what happened in Scotland? Where's that? It's over there. Scotland. A man in Scotland admitted to the police that he filmed himself having sex with his pet dog. The minute I left that place, it turned to crap, I'm telling you. It's awful. He claimed he was filming a sequel to the movie Must Love Dogs. Now, in the man's defense, it was a wiener dog. Wait, that's his defense? And in my defense, it was a wiener dog. Oh, I see. Case dismissed. Do you know there's a company here in LA that are offering bus tours of all the sleaziest places in the city? Don't worry, everyone. They'll only be here for a couple of minutes, and then they'll be right on. Did you watch the Barbara Walters special tonight earlier on? I did, because we were live, so I watched it and then came here. Shut up! Anyway, tonight was our 10 most fascinating people of 2009. Now, I hate the lists. I hate when they do lists of fascinating people, but I do like Barbara. I've been on her show a couple of times, The View. Apparently, I'm not fascinating enough to make the top 10, though. Barbara, I thought you and I had something special. Something very, very special. Barbara, very upset. Do you know who did make the Barbara's top 10, though, was Glenn Beck and Adam Lambert. What? I don't think a gay guy in makeup who does outrageous stuff on TV is that fascinating. And neither is Adam Lambert. I don't know why they're doing that. Wait a minute, what did you mean by that? I'm angry. The big TV news this week, though, is the cancellation of As the World Turns. I'm like, what? Can this be true? Yes! I can't believe we got that right. That's the most awesome thing we've ever done. Can that be true? Yeah! Awesome! Can it be true? Yeah. In September of 2010, As the World Turns will turn no more. I'm really annoyed. Do they really have to kill the show? It's a soap opera. Can't they just have it put in a coma or something like that? They can give it amnesia by dropping a coconut on its head. The fact is that scripted dramas are too expensive to produce, and CBS feels they can put cheaper shows on the air and people will still watch. So we're looking forward to our new time slot at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Can that be true? Yeah. As the World Turns has been on since 1956. I know! Things were different back then. People were in black and white. Pinching your secretary's ass was considered a compliment. Larry King was a sprightly 170 years old. As the World Turns has done 13,000 shows. 13,000! Can it be true? Yes! That's amazing. I mean, we're coming up on our 1,000th show, and that feels like an eternity. I can't imagine doing 13,000 of this crap. 13,000 of this? I'll be like, it's a great day for America. Oh, yeah. I'm cold. Oh, cheeky monkey. To be honest, I'm almost at that point now. You know how presidents age very quickly when they're in office? It's the same with late-night talk show guys. When I started this job, I was full of pep. I had overflowing ideas. I had my hat on backwards. I'm like, come on, gee willikers, we can do anything. Now I'm all out of pep. My balls are sagging on the floor. I've said too much. Really, Craig? Can that be true? In case you're wondering, I tuck them in my socks. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my balls. Really? Yeah, no, I don't. No, I want to talk about As the World Turns. It's been a launching pad for some of the greatest actors in America. James Earl Jones started on As the World Turns. You know the guy with the awesome voice? He played guy with the awesome voice on the show. He was the voice of Darth Vader. And in every episode of As the World Turns, he would reveal to someone that he was their father. I am your father. This is CNN. Who is your father? Can it be true? You guys bored with this? Because I'm bored with it now. Do you know who else starred on As the World Turns? Meg Ryan. Aha! Yeah, it was before she was a big movie star. She played a recurring character on the show for 2 years. She played a young beauty who mysteriously disappeared for a while, then came back as a hideous monster. Oh, no, you did not! Oh, that wasn't me, that was you! Meg Ryan is still gorgeous. How dare you? Do we have a recent picture of Meg Ryan? Oh, come on! That is not Meg. Let me see that again. Isn't that Kenny Rogers? I think we have to take a break now because it's time for commercials. Can it be true? Yeah. If I'd have gone there, that would have been great television. But I'm going to hang on for a little bit and sort of peter out in an awkward way. Peter out in an awkward way? I think that's the name of a movie I'm starting to write right now. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big show where we wonder about things and then ask, could it be true? I knew it! I knew it! It was too much to ask for, wasn't it? Once in 996 shows, once we get something right. So I go, oh, I've got a new thing, something I can go to when I have no material, which I never have. But of course, no. My dreams thwarted one more time. Do we have time for an email? I don't know. Could it be true? Too late. If you've never seen this show before, congratulations. And what we do is people email in questions to me and then I answer them. It's awesome. It's better than having a band or lights. Or a heater. Or windows. Or friends. It's emails. Anyway, this is from Hannah in Missoula, Montana. Oh. I see your problem right away, yes. Dear Craig, my name is Hannah and I'm from Montana. Yeah, look. Any suggestions on how to fend off all the comments about how I'm Hannah Montana? I'd say you were out of luck, actually. That's a shame. That's a shame. Do you know, it's funny, though, if you had a name like a famous person, like, or something like that. I would hate that. I would hate... I'd hate to have a name like a famous person. Jeez. All right, oh, hey, wow. Okay, here we go. This is from Sophie in Belchertown in Maine, Massachusetts. M.A., Massachusetts, Maine, Massachusetts. Don't patronize me, you bastard. All right. What I meant was thanks for the help. Sophie in Belchertown in Montana says, Dear Craig, I am now convinced that you are a subversive beast. That's what I've been trying to tell you. My son was recently in China and tried to access your show on the internet, but it's blocked by the Chinese government. Really? Okay, China. Like to push people around, do you? Well, you came to the wrong guy. Because I'm turning into the weird old man in the supermarket. And your empire cannot stand against a cranky old man like me. I'm watching you, China. But you're not watching me because I'm blocked. I didn't know we were blocked in China. You know, there's going to be movements all across America to get the same treatment. People will be like, you know, these Chinese don't get it all wrong. They don't. No, some of them think like they blocked the Scottish Conan guy, do they? Can it be true? Too late. You lost me. I don't know, actually. Are we really blocked in China? Really? Why? Because I say farty things and everything? I don't know. If we're blocked in China, it makes me feel kind of good, actually. Makes me feel like kind of like an outlaw. That's right. The man who could not be tamed even by China. Double entendres and fart jokes are too threatening to the mighty Chinese regime. I don't know. Well, it's a shame because Morgan Freeman's on tonight. They're going to miss that. They love him in China. Get busy living or get busy dying. That was him, wasn't it? In Shawshank Redemption. We should go to a commercial break, but I'm just, you know, pulling his chain now. Stay here with me. Let's skip the commercial break. Yeah. Wow. What would happen if we just skipped the commercial break and just kept going? Then they would run the commercials later? They'd run them anyway? All right, well, you better watch them then. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the big Wednesday night show. Wednesday, December 9th. Already? Yep. My first guest tonight is a very talented actor. In fact, he's a huge movie star. When I tell you who it is, you'll be like, no way is he here. He's in a new film called Invictus, which is in theaters on Friday. Take a look at this.
Our future seems very bleak. But to hear that song in the voices of people from all over our planet made me proud to be South African. It inspired me to come home and do better.
What was the song, sir?
It was in Posisikilele, Africa. A very inspiring song. We need inspiration, Francois. Because in order to build our nation, we must all exceed our own expectations.
Please welcome Morgan Freeman, everybody. Morgan Freeman. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very
good?
much. I want your audience to know I'm not all that impressed, you know? I mean, they holler for anybody.
No, they do holler for anybody,
Don't
that's
they?
true. But
Right.
tonight, of course, Wednesday, December 9th, is a big night for us here at the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
you know, they're very impressed to see you. I'm very impressed to see you.
Are you really?
Yeah. You are...
I take it all back.
See? I didn't even coach them to do that. I mean, some of these people are tired, some of them are, you know, drunk, and they're still delighted to see you, as I am myself. And may I say that your South African accent is fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
Have you met Nelson Mandela?
Oh, yes, many times.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to play somebody you never met. It's difficult.
Really?
You can do it, but it's hard.
To play someone you never met?
Yeah.
Well, you played God. And
Yeah, but nobody ever met. Yeah.
How's that there? And then in the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, you played that guy.
But I mean, he was my own creation. I didn't have to. I didn't have to match anything.
Right.
Well, not much.
Yeah. Kevin Costner did a very good English accent in that movie.
For a minute, I heard.
Yeah, no. No. So, you met Nelson Mandela, you know, because you know Bishop Desmond Tutu was here. Tutu and Mandela, I'm amazed by these men.
Yeah,
what
they
did.
are. And I understand that you interviewed Desmond.
I did, yeah.
He's
Have you
very
met him?
irrepressible.
Oh, man, that's a
He's a
funny
great
guy.
guy,
Yeah,
yes.
no, it's funny. He was talking to me and he said, you know, Craig, you are crazy. And I went, Father Tutu, you've met some very crazy people in your life. I don't know if I appreciate...
You match up.
Yeah. And he said, no, you are the kind of crazy we need, he said, because he made me feel very good when he was here. It's him and Mandela, I think, is very... Because you've been in Hollywood for a long time, you meet some very impressive people. You're a very impressive person yourself. But these guys are different, aren't they? They're kind of...
Yeah,
they have a sense of destiny.
Because.
Some of them are drunk, I'm sorry.
I'm remembering.
Yeah.
I think we're impressive because, you know, we can I say?
Yeah.
We can sort of hold people's attention with.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that.
No, that's
They're
right.
very serious men.
Yeah.
And they're doing serious things. They're engaged in serious things.
And the story of the film is Mandela's attempts during Truth and Reparations to try and get the country behind the rugby team. Is that right?
Well, was that? Yeah, that was during Truth and Reconciliation.
Truth and Reconciliation.
Yeah, his number one aim coming out was, how am I going to bring this country together? Because, you know, that was just as he was coming out, everybody was at everybody's throat.
Sure, you know, I mean, there's been a lot of trouble for a long time, and then there's a change of government. And how did Mandela, you think, did he think that sport was going to unify the country? I mean, he's done not a bad job.
I know he thinks that sports, and he says this very clear, very forcefully, sports has the power to change the world. And the truth of that, of course, is the fact that we have the Olympics, and they're going strong. You know, everybody wants.
Not in Chicago, we don't have the Olympics. No, we didn't get them. I'm sorry to be the one to break the news to you.
Dublin.
Oh, no, I'm not from Dublin or Chicago. I'm actually from Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah, you ever been there?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you like it? That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I live here now. It's
I
okay.
have one allergy, Craig, and that's cold.
Cold. Yeah, you're not going to enjoy
And
yourself
I was
there,
there in
no.
February.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, no, it's that kind of horrible, damp, wet cold that
Exactly.
makes you feel like whiskey is the only answer.
Only answer. Yeah. I was introduced to single malt scotch.
Yeah,
so
yeah, me too. I knew it for a very long
well.
time. Single malt Scotch. Yeah. Now, hey, listen, is it? I've just got my pilot's license, VFR pilot's license. You fly airplanes, is that right?
Yes.
See, I love. You did that in the military? Is that right?
No. They wouldn't let me near an aircraft when I was in 1955 to 59. And,
Right.
I was just out of high school. You don't get into a jet just out of high school. You have to go to. I would have had to re-enlist in the Air Force, and I learned about the third month in that not quite my thing.
Yeah. The actors, the military, sometimes
We
not
don't
really.
We really don't. I mean, some.
So,
you know,
some are great at it, yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, Jimmy Stewart, he was a
just-
fighter pilot, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
And I
went to,
imagine if I'd gotten in during World War II.
yeah, you'd
But
be
I was
much
a-
older
I-
by now.
That too.
Yeah, that'd be
But
that.
I think I might have been able to fly though, fighters.
Yeah?
That's what I think.
What do you fly now then? What do you fly around?
I have a Citation 2.
Citation 2, little single pilot, 2 jet engines, chairs, and a fold-down table at the back. Yeah, I know the plane. I don't really know much about it. I fly a little Cessna with a...
Cessna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned in those.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, in a 172 with the round dial?
172, 180, yeah.
When did you get into flying that?
I got in flying day before yesterday, practically.
Really?
Yeah, late. I started in 02. I got my
Really?
license.
And now you're
in-
flying jets?
Yeah.
Look at you, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite a lot of studying. And
Well, I had a good instructor, and I really did want to fly. And once I got my license, it's just, to me, pointless to be stuck VFR. You know.
Yeah,
We have
right.
2 rules for flying. One is called VFR, and one is called IFR. One is instrument, one is visual flight. You know.
The instrument ruling
Pilots
is
are
for
down,
very,
right,
very
right.
clever people who have studied hard, which is what Mr. Freeman's category is. And then there's VFR pilots who go, hey! And that's me.
Lot less. You're a lot less likely to get into trouble with IFR when you're IFR, right? That was my problem.
Yeah, no. I only got into it because I was terrified of flying. That's why I started
That's
doing
what
it.
I heard.
Yeah.
That you were talking with. Was it Kurt?
Kurt Russell, yeah. He
Yeah,
was
he
talking to
said
me about
you're
it. He
not-
said, you're not frightened of flying, you're just a control freak, he said. And then he got me into it. And he's Snake Plissken. You can't not fly. And the thing was, I have this thing, like Kurt Russell had said to me, you know, I said, I'm terrified. I want to know what's on the other side of that fear.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell said, on the other side of the fear, Craig, is you. And then, so when I'm flying in the plane and it's bumping around and I'm on my own for my first solo, it's like in a movie. It's going, on the other side of the fear is you.
Use the force.
And
Craig.
it's Kurt
Use the
Russell's
force.
voice as well. So I'm like, Now, when you're flying, do ever the air traffic controllers come on and go, hey, you sound a bit like Morgan Freeman? Do they ever say that when you...
Used to follow me all the way across country.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they never say it to me. They go, oh, yeah, you're sound a bit like Gabriel Byrne. I'm like, he doesn't even fly.
I just tell them, well, I'm not.
Yeah. Where do you fly to and from then? Do you live
I
still in the
fly
South?
generally. I live in Mississippi.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Nice.
1,400 miles between here and there.
Yeah.
So
Fly your own plane between all that 1,400 miles?
Yeah.
That's
or
very
to New York,
impressive.
you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be
or
frank to
wherever I'm going. I'm, you know.
Did you fly here then?
Yeah.
Did you land at one of the airports we can see out the window?
Very nice.
What else? Do you ever sail? That's what I fancy as well, sailing.
Yes, I have a 44-foot catch. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have a lot of money. Congratulations.
Had.
That's when they say the boats really take the...
hole in the water,
yeah.
which you pour money. Right. Airplane, hole in the sky, which
Yeah.
you pour money.
Well, my airplane, I've got, it's very small, tiny little, you know, I
Yeah.
wind it up and then let it go. It's not, it doesn't have
Mine
a jet
holds a
engine.
few hundred gallons of fuel.
Yeah. It's very exciting, though, I think, the aviation.
It is. It's
you know
fun.
why I think aviation as well calls to people in show business? Because in show business, to use a word that you used earlier, you live by ooh la la, right?
Yeah.
But in aviation, ooh la la, you die.
There you go.
You know, I mean...
Same with sailing.
Really?
Yeah, you get far enough offshore, gone out the window.
Yeah.
You are serious now.
Do you go sailing on your own?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm one of these idiots. I like,
Do you ever make friends with a little volleyball when you're out there?
Not that lucky.
No. You ever been in a storm? You ever thought,
yes,
this is it?
yeah.
It's all over for
I got
me?
caught in a major storm. They call it a bomb. There's a storm called a bomb.
A bomb?
Bomb.
What kind of a storm is that, then?
I was leaving Bermuda, going back to New York since 1979. And there, you go to Bermuda, go to the Navy, they will show you maps. Say, okay, so you got a low pressure here, way down here over Texas, and one up here over, say, Tennessee, one up here over, say, Kentucky, one over New York, and there's one stalled over the Maritimes. So all of these lows go up, and they meet that stalled low over the Maritimes, and they just deepen and deepen and deepen until...
It gets worse and worse, like a perfect storm.
And you've got a major blow going, but it's not a
scared?
hurricane. Yeah.
Were you crying?
No.
Were you crying?
Not much.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of people in America who'd be very upset if they thought Morgan Freeman was ever crying. I don't think you should cry much.
All right, well, I told you I wasn't, and you wouldn't believe me.
Forgive me, it sounded a little hollow. You know, when you said you weren't crying, I thought, no, I think you were crying. I think all these storms came up together, and I think you were going... like that.
No, I know. When it first hit...
Yeah.
A little.
You pee yourself a little bit as well, bro? I mean, that big storm coming like that, it's gonna...
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Because it was so wet.
I was already so wet. There you go. Right?
Yeah. Give her...
You said you weren't gonna ask me things like that.
I lie a lot. Yeah.
Is there somebody I can call?
If there is, and I'm not saying there is, but if there is someone you can call, can you get me out of this show?
That's not my promise.
What is your promise?
Get me out.
Okay, then. Morgan Freeman, everybody! We'll be right back. Welcome back to the big show tonight. Now, usually, of course, I introduce the musical acts on this show, but tonight, I've asked my friend Morgan Freeman to help me out. Morgan?
So here it is. So while we were filming Invictus in South Africa, Clint Eastwood's wife, Dina, saw an a cappella performance by the band Overtone, and she was knocked out. And she introduced us all to them. Clint thought that this was the sound and spirit of South Africa. He asked the band to contribute a song to the film soundtrack. One song soon became 7, and tonight they are making their television debut, and they are here performing a medley of songs from the soundtrack to Invictus. Please welcome Overtone.
Shosholoza, Shosholoza, Kules Tabas, Tumelas, Pume South Africa. Shosholoza, Shosholoza, Kules Tabas, Tumelas, Pume South Africa. When do you have a lega? Kules Tabas, Tumelas, Pume South Africa. When do you have a work for me. Digging in the sun. Men must work for me. Digging in the sun. Men must work for me. Digging in the sun. Men must work for me. Hambanate kululuetu, 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 kululuetu. It matters not the circumstance. We rise above and took a chance, and I thank whatever God's may be. 9,000 days were set aside, 9,000 days of destiny. Oh, 9,000 days to thank God's wherever they may be. And I thank whatever God's may be.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Craig?
It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Or maybe it's not. This is not really a Christmas tree. It's just what I use to find my way out of the studio at the end of the show. I have to use it now to find my way through the catacombs and dark corridors of this hideously lit maze. This is actually a regular-sized Christmas tree. I'm enormous. This is what it would look like if Tony Robbins held a regular Christmas tree. He is huge, Tony Robbins. You ever seen him? I sat next to him in a restaurant once. He was eating live chickens like popcorn. We gotta go. See you later. Good night, everybody.